Good evening, dear sisters and brothers. Welcome to the evening session of Being Heartful Every Day. It's Swadhyaya. Today is day 25, and we are continuing our explorations on the theme of likes and dislikes. Those subtle yet powerful patterns that quietly shape our inner landscape. We often move through the life guided by preference. One moment we are pulled towards something because we like it, and the next moment we resist something because we dislike it. These reactions may seem small, but over time they shape our thinking, our habits, and even our way of being. The likes and dislikes are not just preferences, they are inner impressions that generate movement in the mind. Each time we act on them impulsively, whether through attraction or aversion, we create a ripple in the heart. And over time, these ripples create patterns. These impressions build layers of complexity within us. They take us away from a natural state of simplicity and balance. In heartfulness, we don't try to find these patterns. Instead, we observe them. And through our daily abhyas, we refine them. The practices of heartfulness are not about avoiding likes and dislikes, but about loosening their grip. So we are no longer driven by them. Through meditation, we begin to experience a space that is untouched by preference. In that stillness, likes and dislikes begin to lose their charge. The cleaning helps us to gently untangle the emotional weight behind our reactions. It doesn't analyze or suppress, it simply releases. And speaking of Swadhyaya, it invites quite inner honesty. Instead of labeling reactions as good or bad, we observe them like waves passing through a calm lake. These subtle practices do not force change. They bring about refinement through awareness. And over time, we begin to live from a quieter center where clarity guides us more than impulse. Integrating Swadhyaya with our daily routine through sadhana, reflecting on and doing introspection, diary writing, and study of the masters. Let Swadhyaya help you trace the underlying movement of likes and dislikes as we work on this theme. And we encourage you to gently invite your friends and family to explore the BHED sessions and heartfulness master classes. Sometimes all it takes is one moment of quiet reflection to begin a meaningful shift. We will now return we will now return to a study from Daji's writing from the article of yogic psychology. It is by becoming conscious of desires and ego and the role they play in creating mental afflictions that we start to understand mental well-being. In a simplest way, we can say that during our spiritual journey, the yatra, we learn to master desires in the heart region, the master the ego associated with the mind energy. In fact, the play of desires can create drama, even if you are traversing through the mind region. And likewise, the ego can display many of its thorny sides while we are in the heart region. The process of going from avidya to vidya is the process of divesting all such likes and dislikes related to desire and the various identifications of the ego in order to return back to simplicity. In heartfulness, this process of moving from mental complexity and affliction to mental purity and health is done through the journey of the 13 chakras from the outer periphery of being to the center of being. We receive so much help in this process from a spiritual guide and his yogic transmission that keeps our attention focused towards the center. Even still, we have to be vigilant to refine our outer behavior. We bring those habits and tendencies to light that limit our personalities and work on consciously removing them. The remaining four kleshas are manifested through these tendencies that are the result of desire and ego and are best considered together. The first is asmita. Patanjali says, Rik darshana satyor ekatmata eva asmita. Meaning, egoism is the identification of the seer with the instrument of seeing. In Patanjali's view, egoism stems from identification with the wrong thing. What is the seer? Sorry. The seer is the highest self, the soul, the internal infinite aspect of our being, our center. So our mental problems arise when our ego starts identifying with the instruments of seeing, consciousness, the intellect, the thinking mind, and the sense organs. They are only instruments. And when we identify with these instruments, it results in a misdirected ego. It is because of this that we start developing likes and dislikes, attractions and aversions, and the whole process of forming samskars begins. In a sense, we can say that when we do not focus on the soul and its central role in our lives, we are doomed to mental affliction and ill health. Per contra, when we constantly refer to the soul as our center throughout our daily activities, we remain in connection with our center. And that is the recipe for holistic, integrated mental health. In heartfulness, this ability to interiorize is called constant remembrance, also known as retaining the meditative state and meditation with open eyes. And how do we create this condition? It is through meditation. Meditation is the mother of constant remembrance. Hence, the importance of meditating every morning. Dear sisters and brothers, let us take a few moments to allow these words to settle into your heart, not as a knowledge, but as an experience waiting to unfold. Now, offer the universal prayer together. All brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. Because there carry the fragrance of love and devotion across the dear sisters and brothers. As you prepare for the rest tonight, take a few moments to reflect on your day and offer your very time here. In this week, we will continue our reflections on how these subtle patterns of likes and dislikes affect the choices we make and how heartfulness supports us in choosing from a place of balance and not malice. Dear sisters and brothers, thank you for being here tonight with presence and openness. And we look forward to seeing you all tomorrow for the morning session at 6 a.m. to reflect more on likes and dislikes and to continue in this journey of reflection. Until then, wishing you all a very good night and a good rest.